Welcome to today. Welcome to this moment. I am Natalie. It is fantastic to see you. As you can hear the music, it is going. It is time to get started. So thank you for joining me. Grab a few items. Grab some weights, your water, some blocks, and a mat, and your shoes. Put them on, and let's get started right away. Thank you. Thank you again. Shake it out. Wiggle it out. We're going to get started like right away. So wiggle it out. We're going to get into your upper body today. Shake out your legs. Shake out those feet. Shake out your head gently. Wiggle out those fingers. And then circle those wrists, both directions. And like I said, we're going to get into our upper bodies today. But that still means be mindful of your whole body supports when another one is working. So keep mindful of not locking out those knees. Try not to squeeze those glutes unless if I tell you to do that. Keeping your core engaged, pulling quads away from your knees, lengthening from the tops of your ears. Flick out those fingers, snap them, do all the things, play the piano. Make a fist, explode those fingers, really make them nice and wide. Really squeeze and explode. Awesome. Wiggle those fingers out again. Since we're going to be picking up those weights, let's take that right hand, spread those fingertips using your left hand. Bring those fingers toward your forearm. And then take that stretch in the opposite direction. I tend to hyperextend my joints, so a lot of times you'll see my arms nice and straight, nice and bent. See, I don't know. It's too early. It's too early. And let's bring that palm facing the ceiling, bringing that left hand under, spreading those fingers, really pull that thumb, lengthen it towards the side of your forearm. Shake out that hand, wiggle it out. Let's do the same thing with the other side, extending that left hand, spreading those fingertips and stretching them toward that forearm. Really try and stretch that thumb too. Try not to let it curl inward. Really lengthen it out to the side. And then let's take that opposite stretch. And flip your palm over using your right hand to stretch that thumb towards the outside of that forearm, but really keep mindful of those fingers. And, oh my goodness, keep mindful what your body's doing. Pull those quads, lengthen from the tops of your ears. Shake it on out, wiggle, roll, do all the things. One more time. Roll shoulders. Find the length in your spine. Find your lower abdominals. Engage, working from the inside out. Roll shoulders and then open them up and rotate those forearms so the insides of your arms are facing out. Really find a length across your shoulders. And let's look right and left. Now I know this music is fast, but we're going to warm up our body and then we'll get to all the fun upper body stuff. Well, you'll have to tell me afterwards if you think it's fun. I don't know. I think it is. But that's why I do this, right? And then return back to the center, roll shoulders, bend those elbows, wiggle them out. And right away, let's take that right leg behind us, lengthen it into a nice lunge. Let's get our lower body nice and ready to support us as we pump some iron. And then lengthen your right leg even further. Come up off of that heel, bend both knees, find the length in the front of that hip flexor, roll shoulders, Again, find all the length. Now this is your workout. You have options here as we're waiting here. You can bring that right arm up, give a nice little gentle stretch to that left side. You can roll shoulders, clasping hands behind you, lifting your heart. Find the stretch that you need and want in this moment. Wherever you are, return, inhale back up. Exhale, bring that right leg in. Shake it out. Let's do the same with our left. Pressing into that left heel, square those hips. Do all the things, my friends. And then lengthen this leg even further. Come up off of that back heel. Lengthen tailbone. Bend both knees. And then take that stretch on this side with whatever works for you. Remember this one? Or clasping awkward thumb on top or the other one on top and open through your heart. And returning back up, bringing that back leg in, shake it on out. Choices. Standing nice and tall, take another side body stretch if you already did one of them. Feet underneath hip bones, right leg behind. You take what option is available to you today. Would I invite you, whatever option, see what happens if you look down at that left side, using your head also as a weight to really get into that side body stretch. Bring yourself back up and let's take it to the other side, whatever you decided. Inhale that left arm up and hinge towards that other side. And then if you look down, do it on this side. And bring yourself back up. Shake it on out. Roll through the feet a few times. Shake out your head. Bend those elbows in any way that'll warm them up. Just wiggle it out. Then fan those arms behind you, either one at a time or both. Reverse. Do it again. Reverse. I don't like to go forward too much because, so I want to open. Beautiful. Bend both knees, twisting side to side. Start to slow down. Slow down all the way, returning back to the center. Wiggle it on out. Before we grab those weights, I want to take a big ol' head circle in both directions. I want the tension from your jaw released. So chin to chest. Make a big ol' circle with your nose a few times in one direction. Breathe into all those spots that need it. Inhale and exhale through an open mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Next time your chin reaches your chest, reverse. Notice what your lower body is doing while we're doing this. What are your shoulders doing? And return chin to chest. Wiggle those shoulders away from ears. Inhale. Roll it up. Awesome. Grab a sip of water. Put on those shoes if you haven't done so. Grab these items and grab your weights. Today I have two options for myself. As you know, I like to use the light weights. You can always increase your strength by adding more repetitions or increasing your weight. So I usually use the 1 pounders or 3 pounders. So it's up to you. Choose your weights. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Soft bend in your knees, but engage your core. And all we're going to do here is shoulder shrugs. Do 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Open those palms facing out. Same thing. 3. We're going to do 6 here. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Bringing the palms facing the outside of those thighs, lifting and lowering. Halfway done. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Palms facing out. Roll shoulders away from your ears. Core is engaged. Bring those shoulders up. 3, 2, and 1. Bringing those palms facing inward. Same thing. Shoulder shrugs. 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Bring those arms up. Awesome. Let's do 6 more here. 6, 5, 4, 3. Nice work. 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's do some hammer curls. And then we're going to bring those arms above our heads just like this. Bring it here. Lift, down, and lower. Beautiful. Do it again. Try not to lock out those knees. I noticed I was doing that. You got this. Halfway done. Can you feel your core supporting you? I can. I can feel it really working, especially when I get tired. Beautiful. Let's do 3, 2, 1 more. Nice. Let's remove those weights from your hands. Shake out those hands, wiggle it out. Nice. Just wiggle it out, make a fist. Roll shoulders, find those big toes underneath those hip bones, bringing palms facing inward, roll shoulders up, back, and down, navel to spine. So I do have a soft bend in my knee. So we're going to bring those arms up, we're going to pull back. So this is where it's a great idea to have options. How's it feeling over there? Are you sweating yet? I sure am. Whew. 6, 5. Good. Really draw those shoulder blades together. You got it. Give me 3 more. Last one. Yes. Nice job. Maybe I should have told you to get a towel. I'm already sweaty. All right. Next one. Roll shoulders up, back, and down. All we're going to do is bring our arms here and lower. Let's do 6 more. 6, 5. What are those toes doing in your shoes? You got this. 3 more. 3. Make sure you're breathing. Don't hold your breath. 2 and 1. Awesome. Back to those hammer curls. Roll shoulders up, back, and down. Soft bend in your knees. Core is engaged. Beautiful. Halfway done. Give me 6 more. 5, 4. Man, you guys look amazing. Give me 2 more. You got this. Yes, beautiful. Awesome. Now we bring our arms up, roll shoulders, lengthen your spine, bring them up, pull back. Yes. How's it going? 6, 5. Nice. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Before we take a little break, pulling up. Give me 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Beautiful. Let's remove those weights. Give your hands a break. Shake them on out. Also, grab some water for me. All right, these next exercises have 2 different weights. Have those available to you. I'm going to show them to you, and then you decide. Shooting for 12, just like always. So arms up, palms facing out, and we bring them in and extend in your X. In and extend. This is where it's very easy to lock out your knees because that's a big lever to have out there. So make sure you have those knees softly bent, have options, and let's shoot for 12. Nice long spine. No tension in your jaw. Six more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bring those weights down. Exchange them out if you want. I'm going to keep the lighter weights. And this is what this next exercise looks like. So we're going to bring our weight out and down. Okay, so grab a different weight, maybe a heavier, maybe a lighter one. And let's do it. Roll shoulders. Gonna bring it across. Sometimes I'll use a lighter weight when doing new exercises, and I just increase the number of reps that I do. So you do accordingly. Challenge yourself. You know when you need to be challenged. Let's do 6 more. 5. You got this. 4. 3 more. Give me 2 more here. Make sure your navel's to spine. Finish it up nice and strong. Before you take a break, bring those weights up unless if you need to exchange them and up. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those weights down, starting with that left side across. You don't talk anymore. How rude. I can barely hear the music on my end. That's why I was asking you. I know my daughter was sleeping. She's not anymore. 6. Give me 5 more. 3 more. Finish it up. You got this. Your last set. Awesome. Yes, roll shoulders. Shake it on out. We're going to grab our mat and our blocks in just a moment. But before we do, let's stretch out those arms. Feet parallel, whatever width you would like. I'm using the wall, and I'm just going to gently twist to open up through the shoulder. Make sure your shoulder is away from your ear. And switch sides. Square your hips, and then just gently twist. Opening up through your pectoral, your shoulder, maybe even your bicep. Oh, really get in there. And release. Shake it on out. Before you head on down to the floor, why don't you have a drink of water? So important. Hydrate those muscles. Grab your mat. If you don't have a mat, you don't need a mat, right? Make sure your blocks are accessible to you. Take off your shoes if you would like. If your heart rate is elevated, maybe bring your foot closer to you instead of bringing yourself folding over. Allow your heart rate to decrease because we're going to head on down to the mat. Now, this is your class. I'm just a guide. Adventure your way all the way down on all fours, or you can follow me. Roll shoulders up, back, and down. I have my feet outside of those hips. Inhale up. Exhale, hinge forward, all the way forward. Bend those knees super generously. Grab a block if you want to bring the floor closer to you. Top of the head is pointed towards the floor. Maybe you're on your fingertips or the palm of your hands. And I just want you to bend and straighten, alternating those legs. Try not to grip the floor, the mat with those toes. Couple more here. Pulling abdominals away from those thighs. Nice. Bend those knees super generously. Bring your palms to the mat. Bring your knees down to the mat. And find yourself in tabletop. Being mindful about what we're working and focusing on today. Let's find that tabletop, and before we do some strength exercises, really pressing the tops of the feet into the mat, pulling abdominals away. Let's exhale the stale air out, round through the spine. Inhale, dropping the belly, lifting your heart, your chin. 3 more on your own, please. Really pressing into each knuckle, each finger. Here, align shoulder and wrist, knee and hip. Finish up your last one. On your next inhale, meet me back in your tabletop, really pressing the mat away from you. Let's look over our right shoulder, bringing our right hip and shoulder closer together. Return to the center, over to the left. And center. Do it again. Two more on your own. Try and keep those arms nice and straight. Shake it. We'd be shaking it if it was in Zumba, right? Return back to the center. Let's curl those toes onto the mat, pressing hips back. Let's get a little toe stretch, giving our wrists a little bit of a moment, a break. Shake them out. Stretch them how you need to stretch them. This is another place that's great for a block or a couple of blocks. If this does not feel good on your knees, you can stack them. Let's get into those toes. Give them some love. Inhale, arms to the side. Exhale, bringing left underneath right, crossing once or twice, dropping shoulders away from your ears. Lift those elbows. Take forearms away from your face. Round through the spine, tucking inward. Monday I said chinward, huh? My new word. Inhale, back up. Release those arms, release those toes, squeeze them, maybe bat them out a few times. Beautiful. Tops of the feet flat on the mat. Walking hands ahead of those shoulders. Curl toes onto the mat, press those hips up. Pedal through the feet, core engaged. All right, keeping your mind on upper body. I want you to make a diamond shape with your thumb and finger and bring them together. Thinking of your shoulders, keeping your core nice and engaged. We're going to do some diamond push-ups, down dog push-ups. So you're going to dip that head towards that diamond shape, bending those elbows, pressing yourself back up. Let's do it again. Down, press up. Do it again. One more. And press up. Return those hands where they were. Bend the knees. Return them to the mat. Keeping toes nice and bent. Bringing hips to toes. Sitting back on those heels. Lengthen spine. Roll shoulders. Shake out hands. Inhale, arms out to that T. Wrapping right arm under left once or twice, lifting elbows, dropping shoulders away from ears, pressing the forearms away from your body, and tuck inward, aka chinward. Make sure your tailbone is pointed towards the floor. Core engaged, breathing. Next, inhale, bring yourself back up, release those arms, bring yourself forward, squeeze toes, extend them, maybe gently bat them onto the mat. Walking hands ahead of those shoulders, curling toes on the mat, pressing yourself up into that down dog, pedal through the feet, core engaged, making a diamond shape with those fingertips, your thumb and your pointer finger. And let's do 3 diamond down dog push-ups. Down and up, down and up. Down and up. Hold it. Beautiful. Let's bring those hands where they were. Knee to the mat. Tops of feet on the mat. Set yourself up in your tabletop. Curling toes along the mat. You know what we're doing. We're doing a beast. So I want to do 10 to 12 of them. This is your class. Here we go. Lift and lower. Now remember, we're only coming up off the mat, lifting those knees an inch. I'd lift my knees a tad more just so that you can see it on the camera. Finish up your 12. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Now keep that left leg bent. We're going to open up to the side into a side plank. Now I have my left leg bent, my left arm on the mat. Now, your choice is here. You can stay here. But what we're going to do is we're going to bring thread under and through and lift. Your choice is to come to your full side plank. Take it here. We're only doing 3. Now hold it. Come down to one knee. Back to your tabletop. This time pressing hips towards those heels, but not curling the toes. Circle those wrists. Shake it out. Set up your tabletop into your beast. Curl toes, 10 to 12. And here we go. Lift and lower. Long spine. I have 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Opposite, right and right. Modified side plank. Threading the needle. Here, keeping your abdominals engaged. Or take it to your full side plank. Lifting hips and returning. Lift and return. Do 3. Beautiful. Return back to your tabletop. We're almost done. You are killing it today. Thank you so much. Pressing hands, knuckles into the mat. Find your tabletop. Curl those toes. Lift into that beast and just hold it. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently lower your knees. Side plank on that left side. And we're just going to hold it here. So you choose. Here is fantastic. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Return back to that tabletop. Curl the toes. Last 2 items on the to-do list. We're almost there. Lift those knees. Hold your beast. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lower. Nice work. Side plank on that right side. Set it up. Make sure shoulders in alignment with your wrists. Full plank or modify. Take it here. Lift those hips. Core engage. You got this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to your tabletop. Open those knees as wide as the mat. Actually, I take that back. Bring those knees back in alignment with those hips. Sit back on those heels. Round forward. Forehead to a block or the mat. Arms go behind you. Round through the shoulders first. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Take 3 cleansing breaths. You did some hard things today. Bring those hands back to the mat. Underneath those shoulders, press yourself back up. This time, widen those knees as wide as the mat or wider or in closer. Bring those big toes to touch. Walk your trunk forward and forehead to mat if it's accessible. And I have my hands not straight above my head. I have my elbows bent. You can have them straight. You can do what you need. We're going to start winding down, stretching our shoulders and our back. Make sure you have your block. Wherever your arms are, bring them back underneath those shoulders. Press into the floor of the mat. Let's lift that right arm up to that right side and thread it through, bringing ear to the mat. Press your arm into the mat, your right arm. Maybe you walk that left hand above, ahead of your head, overhead, pressing fingertips into the mat. Really press into that right arm, pressing into the mat. Get a nice stretch. If you're on those left fingertips, come back down to your palm. Bring it down underneath that shoulder. Press into the mat. Open up that right arm to that right side and bring it to the mat. Let's do that on the left side. Open that left arm out to the side. Thread it through. Left ear to the mat. Pressing that arm into the mat. Your left arm walking right hand overhead, perhaps on your fingertips. Allow your hips to relax. Your hip flexors are soft. They're not propping you up. Just relax your booty as much as you can. Pressing arm into the mat and breathe. If you are on those fingertips, return to your palm. Bring your palm underneath that right shoulder. Press into the mat. Open up that left arm again. And bring it down to the mat. Bring those knees underneath those hips. Slide onto your bellies. Starting with that left arm. Bringing it out from your shoulder to 90-degree angle. Bringing out, swinging those, not really swinging, but bringing those knees to that right side, bending them, bringing left ear to the mat, your broken wing stretch. If you can't breathe in this stretch, you've gone too far. I'm going to use my right hand to press the mat away, getting more into that shoulder. Breathing, relaxing, surrendering into this stretch. This stretch is really intense. So yay for doing it. I don't know about you, but it feels good to me. One more breath. Roll back onto your bellies. And bring your right arm out, left arm out to the side. You can bring those knees to that left side. Using my left hand to press the mat away, getting into that right shoulder. Surrender into it. Allow those muscles to relax. Let the floor do the work. Yes, Michael. Love it. And roll back onto your bellies. Beautiful work. Roll onto your back. Make sure you have your block accessible. And come up. And then we're going to roll onto our back. I'm going to do it vertically. Everybody's body is different. So this direction of the block may work for you. It may not. If you have two blocks, you can support your head if it's too much opening through the front of your neck. You take what you need right here. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ears. Let's start out with our arms to the side. Make sure elbows are in contact with the floor. Really getting a stretch. Options, legs straight out. Legs in butterfly. Legs wide as the mat, knees falling inward. Take your legs wherever they want to be. Wiggle your toes for me. If you are in your butterfly, using your hands to bring legs together, walking feet as wide as the mat, allow your knees to fall inward. I'm just here I'm not being lazy, but I'm recovering. I'm not doing any stretches, just laying here. Letting the block do all the work. And now join me in fanning those arms above your head, keeping the backs of the hands connected to the floor, just bringing your arms overhead. Keeping that contact with the backs of your hands. Bring those arms back down to the sides. Roll, put your feet onto the mat. Roll yourself off the block. Remove block out of the way. Bringing knees to chest. Just give yourself a gentle rock back and forth. Be adventure with me today. You're going to cross your ankles and rock yourself up, or roll to one side, press yourself up, and meet me standing up. Actually, meet me in a forward fold. Cross ankles, grabs the backs of those thighs, rock yourself up, come to a tabletop. To your down dog. Pedal through those feet. Bend knees. Walking hands towards your feet. Using a last bit of arm strength. Bend knees super generously. While you're here, shake your head no, nod it yes. Wiggle your jaw. Wiggle your tongue. Make a silly face. No one's watching. We're upside down. And press feet into the mat, into the floor. Take your time rolling yourself up. Roll shoulders up, back, and down. Shake it on out. Wiggle it on out. Find those feet just wider than hip distance width. Roll shoulders. All night long. Beautiful work today. I hope you feel as strong as you look and hopefully feel amazing. I appreciate you spending this time with me. Let's finish with a nice breath together. Inhale. And exhale, release, grow nice and tall. 2 more with me. Inhale. And release, last one, my friends. Gather in all that strength in the palms of your hands. Draw the palms to your heart. Bow your head in gratitude for yourself today. Te quiero mucho. Gracias. I love you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope your arms feel strong. I love you. See you next time.
That one was a blast.
Good.